Okay, huge thank you to everyone out there, you guys. We hit 150 subscribers on YouTube. It's been a huge goal for us. It's been a goal for us for a while, actually. A little too long for our liking, but you know what? Thanks to every single one of y'all, we did it. We hit 150. Whether you're wanting to giveaway or wanting to support us, it's fine. You guys gave us a chance. That's all we're asking for. All we need is one chance, and here we are. We're doing a giveaway, you guys. As promised, I have it right here. Xavier Howard signed jersey. We're giving this puppy away, okay? But we're not going to do it this video. We are going to give people a chance to enter in this giveaway, everyone. So here's how to do so. On TikTok, I just released a video on how to enter. All you're going to do is super easy. Follow us on TikTok, like the video, and comment a friend. Okay. We also have Twitter and Facebook at Not So Pro Football Talk. Hold up. I got the banners right here. I make this stuff for a reason. At Not So Pro Football
Ooh.
Talk, we posted a tweet. All you have to do is follow us there on that platform, like the tweet or post, and what was it? Subscribe on YouTube. That's it. And if you guys want to enter again, 2 entries, all you have to do is subscribe to us on Facebook and also follow us on TikTok. Your name will be entered 2 times to win this awesome Xavier Howard signed jersey. I want it out of my house. I'm a Niners fan. I don't want this jersey here. Yo, McCurley Wolf. You don't
Dude, I
know
haven't seen him
how
in forever,
I
man.
I'm so excited to see your name, man. And what a time to be alive, to be on this podcast right now. As you just saw, we are doing a giveaway, my man. We're doing a giveaway. If you have TikTok, which almost everyone does, if you have TikTok, Twitter, or Facebook, find us there. We just sent out a tweet. It shows you how to enter. Basically, all you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube, which you are. And if you want to enter once again, follow us on TikTok. But if you don't have any of those platforms, if you don't have any of those, we got you. Okay. All you have to do is comment on this video, comment saying, I'm subscribed. That's all you have to do. It's the easiest way to get something. We're giving this stuff away. McCurley Wolf, so excited for you to be here, man. Hey, and next month, July, my birthday month, by the way, we are starting fantasy football talk. So I'd love to see you again, my man. Love to see you again. Appreciate you being here. It's been a long time. Thank you for always supporting the video. But man, what a mouthful. So grateful, so thankful for every single one of y'all. I know Nestor's here too. What's up, Nestor? Appreciate you being here. This guy's here every single video. Thank you all so much. 150 is huge for us. Hopefully one day we'll keep on growing. But until now, I mean, we're here. What the heck is this? This guy's back too. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra. The huge Bengals fan. DK to the Niners. I would love that. I would I would love to see Debo Samuel, DK Metcalf, Brandon Ayuk. That would be freaking awesome. But there's a factor in there that we got to get rid of, and that's the contract of Jimmy G. I'm not saying Jimmy G. I'm saying the contract of Jimmy G. We got to get rid of that guy out of here. Hey, Teddy Belcher, we're giving away this Xavier Howard. I know you're not a fan of the Dolphins, but you know what? It's a free giveaway. Okay, so all you have to do is comment on this video, just say you're subscribed, and you're automatically answered. Um, it says, my girl got a TikTok. I'm going to have her sub. Always got to catch my boys. Y'all crush this game. Hey, man, appreciate you so much. Heck yeah, dude. Have
Yeah,
your girl, have your cousin, have your siblings, your father, your mother enter multiple times, okay? We only have 150 subscribers as of now. You have a 1 out of 150 chance of winning this thing. Come on. You can have a 2 out of 150, 2 out of 300 chance, honestly. But no, not everyone's going to enter. This is anyone's jersey. Enter. You're probably going to win it. But yeah, so psyched out of my mind. So excited to see both of you guys here. It's been a long while. Like I said, starting July, we're going to be starting talking fantasy football talk. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I like this comment right here. Going back to it, DK to the 49ers, because that's what we're talking about today. DK Metcalf, he's been holding out. Okay, so he can be fined for holding out because they are unexcused absences. And obviously, he's part of that draft class. He has, I believe it's the same agent as Debo, as AJ Brown. He wants to get paid. Now, Seattle Seahawks, should they pay him? They are rebuilding. To me, they're rebuilding. Let's ask the Seahawk fan himself, Vince the Prince Vento over here.
well, man,
I personally think we should sign him. I think he's still a young guy who can bring some fire to the league and especially to the Seahawks. Even if he doesn't come with us, he's gonna go somewhere and he's gonna just keep spreading his name out there, keep doing what he's been doing. He's a touchdown machine. Every I send AJ some Instagram reels every single day,
Every
and
day.
every week I know that DK is one of the top performers when within touchdowns over 20 plus yards. So he's one of the guys who's a deep threat, and everybody in the NFL needs a deep threat. So I'm hoping he stays with us. I don't see why there's a reason why we wouldn't sign him. I think right now we're just fumbling up with the cap, seeing what we can get away with so we can add some players at the midseason mark if we need to. But we'll see what we do, man. He is getting fined currently because he's not there, but uh, for the contract that he's going to get either with us or with someone else, that's some chump change that he's giving up right there. So we'll
Oh
see.
man, imagine being able to call that chump change.
I know, right?
Imagine. That's insane. But you know what? A lot of these star wide receivers that are doing this, whenever they do get that contract, all those fines are either taken away or they reimburse through the contracts. I could definitely see that happening if Seattle decides to continue on with DK. But I like what you said there, Vince. I want to get you involved over here too, Reed. Vince said, I don't see quite a reason for Seattle not to sign DK. Well, I've been doing some research, and there have been three big reasons why Seattle should trade DK Metcalf, or why it's okay that DK is holding out on Seattle. And the number one reason is, quote unquote, who is even throwing to DK? Okay, who is it? Is it Geno Smith? He is. I mean, we've seen last year that he could, manage a game pretty well. Or is it Drew Lock, who has been disappointing year after year after year? I just I don't like it. Um, oh, should we read this comment? Teddy says, I suggested 49ers to be controversial. Metcalf, I believe is what he's trying to say, is a West Coast star. He can't go East Coast. Cowboys too far. Oh man, that's true. Hey, you're right. But where the money is, the
Players
star
will
will
go.
follow.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
sir.
Oh yeah, you know how Jerry Jones works. So going back to that reason, I want to hear Reed's perspective here. I don't because I know your perspective on Drew Lock and Gino. They're very good perspectives. I want to hear on the other side of the ball. Let's hear it, Reed.
As far as should they not resign him just because they don't have a star quarterback right now? No, you lock him up for the long time, and if you are Seattle and I'm guessing there's something broken between him and the Seahawks, whether it's money that's they're arguing about how much should his contract be or whatever. There's something that's going wrong in the contract conversations. But you lock him down for the long term. You need a wide receivers there for the long term to help develop whatever young quarterback or experienced quarterback they could potentially bring in that's off season. You want to tie him up for the long term.
I totally agree there, Reed. Um, it's still a question, but you do want to tie him up because he is young and you can build a team around a receiver like DK. Mr. McCurdy Wolf says Jerry can be one of those cash over cap kind of owners. So I'm really lost why we didn't sign Greg, and why we can't pay DK 70 guaranteed. I'm fine with that. Really, when you guys lost Greg, I was kind of scratching my head. Kind of like that was a huge loss for you guys. It really was. But it could have been, what do you call it? It could have been.
You calling it's called being greedy, bro.
Yeah,
They
greedy.
wanted to move on to something younger and newer, and I'm not too sure that they've done that yet, but that's their plans in the future. So I mean, that's just my opinion.
I found my word. It could have been justified if you guys would have signed someone big for that much money, because I definitely agree. I'm a firm believer that the cap space in the NFL does not exist. It is not real. Okay, I don't care what you tell me. People will find money anywhere, especially with Jerry Jones. I mean, he'll pull out of his own pocket. I mean, look what the Commanders did. They're not going to be a team next year. But yeah, if they could land someone like DK, which they're going to be asking for a lot, okay? Because you're in the same conference. You're going to be asking for an arm and a leg, which the Seattle Seahawks can definitely ask for because they need it, first of all. And DK is that type of player that is worth it. He also said that he commented on TikTok, "Hey man, appreciate you so much. You're automatically entered in twice, by the way, if you commented here or what you basically did." Well, anyways, we'll get to that. The winner will be announced next week on Monday. I'm so excited. I'm fun. I'm not fun. I'm having fun is what I'm trying to say. But going on to reason number 2, you guys, back on DK on why he should be holding out. I have it right here. Let me go back to my notes. Okay, reason number 2 is because he got drafted too late. He should have been drafted earlier. Me, I don't believe in that one. Okay. So you're basically saying that it's okay for him to hold out because you got drafted in the second round. Was it 62 or 64?
64, yeah.
64th pick. So in return, you are punishing the team that, I hate to say it, but was smart enough to say, hey, this stud is right here. Let's pick him up. Let's help out Tyler Lockett. So you're punishing the team that took a chance on you after you had your neck broken. Like that for me doesn't make any sense. Okay. And the receiver that went right before you, I mean, I love to say it. I'm going to say it so many times, was Deebo Samuel. And where's he at? He's in training camp and he's looking to get even more money than you, maybe, probably. But what do you think? You think that justifies his reasoning, Vince?
Well, I mean, we could have drafted him at 29. The guy that we did draft was LJ Collier that year. It wasn't the best signing because he's not a starter. I don't even remember if he's on our team right now. I don't know if we re-signed him or not. But, I mean, we could have gone with him at 29. But the thing is, the only other wide receiver that went off the board before him, I believe, I have it right here, was Marquise Brown. And
Ooh.
in my opinion, I think DK is better than Marquise Brown. It's a totally different type of receiver. But if we were to have drafted him at 29, I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad pick because we've already seen what he's been doing and what he did over there in Ole Miss. But we just had different ideas at that time. We're losing a lot of our defensive line to free agency and other teams basically snatching them away. So our main focus was defense, and we wanted to get someone on the D line to see if they could work out. They didn't, but we still got DK. I mean, no other team really wanted him, and I have no reasoning for that because I don't know why nobody would want him. If you look at his tape back from college, he was great, but I mean, it was just a smart move by an organization. It's not like, I understand he maybe would have wanted us to draft him with our first pick or maybe move up to get him, but we still got him, and he's, I mean, so far from what I've known is he loves it in Seattle. He's never been anywhere else in the NFL besides when he's going to go and play them. And I feel like we've catered to him even with his tantrums on the field and off the field. So I don't really know of many other organizations that would do that. Of course, there are some that say they would, but it's always circumstantial. So I think we did the best we could do, and I think that reason right there might be a little far-fetched.
Yeah.
Yes. As Vincent was alluding to, every single team decided to pass up on him. You can't just blame the team that ended up choosing you in the second round, late in the second round, that, hey, this is your fault. No, it wasn't their fault. They picked you, but every other team decided to pass up on you. Waited, maybe this guy will be around in the third round. They didn't think you were worth a second round. The Seattle Seahawks did think you were worth a second round. You would have been worth a first, but they chose you at the second round. Do not be pissed off at them. Your money you got from it, you're more than blessed than anybody else has ever been, or a lot of people will ever be. So don't be pointing fingers at the Seahawks as if this is their fault. You should have proved yourself more if you want to be a first rounder.
I feel like being in his position, blessed is an understatement, Reed. This guy eats candy every day. Have you seen his body? I even look at a fry, I gained 5 pounds.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I know. I need to talk to the doctor. I have no idea what's going on. It's insane. But since we have a comment section down today, I want to hear from you guys. what team, what system will DK thrive on if he would to be get traded? I want to see other people's opinions. It could be your favorite team. It could be back with Russell Wilson with the Denver Broncos. Get that connection back again. But I dislike very much what's going on in the NFL and these wide receivers. They had this attitude, ever since that whole freaking Christian Kirk when he got paid from the Jacksonville Jack. What are you doing, Jacksonville? What are you doing?
They're
Ever since he
desperate.
got paid, these receivers, including Debo, no one's safe out here. They're walking around like the world owes them something. It's just I get it, but we look at DK. I know he's a phenomenal athlete. I know it. Okay, I seen it, but what has he done? He had Russell Wilson and he was paired up with Tyler Lockett. Take those two factors away, which you're taking one away. What is he? What is he?
I've always thought this is a lame argument, in my opinion. Take away Aaron Rodgers from Devontae. He's not.
We're not talking about Aaron Rodgers.
You can make it, but that argument is made for every single player. Oh, if you take away this great player, they're going to be worse. Of course, you take any if you put it the DK with a high school football team going against a real defense like an NFL defense, they're going to get destroyed. It doesn't matter. Good players complement good players. Bad players make good players make bad players look better. It's a lame argument in my opinion.
That doesn't always happen where you have good players making other players look good. It just depends on the attitude and leadership position. I'm really excited to see where DK stands on that point. But going back to your argument with the Packers, I mean, yeah, you're going to talk about Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Look where Devontae Adams went to. He went to a solid team. He had Derek Carr. They had that connection. He's going to look good. Devontae Adams is good. And remember I said, DK, he is good. He's a freak athlete. And you can always turn back to that clip where he ran down and tackled Baker when he got that interception. That was insane. Insane athleticism. He's going to be good wherever he goes. I do agree. But I'm just saying, how good is he going to be without those factors? I'm not saying he's going to be bad. I'm just going to say, how big of an impact will that be for that team? Will it be worth it for them to sign him? That's where I'm coming from. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. Back to your question about where would he fit, I really don't know where else he would fit. You can always say that he can go anywhere and complement the team, but it's like where best would he fit? And I feel like any offense that runs a play action type of offense, he would fit well in. Of course, you need a quarterback to sling the ball way out there because DK Metcalf is fast. I'm not saying he's right up there with Tyreek Hill, but he is fast. I mean, he's proven it on the track. He's proven it on the field with his chase down when Russell Wilson threw that pick in the red zone. I mean, he's just fast in general. So I think he can complement any team. So I think we're the ones in trouble. The Seahawks organization are the ones in trouble if we're not going to be able to lock him down. Because if we don't, that's a big loss from us. We got McCurley Wolf saying.
Go ahead.
He said, "How do you think DK's signing possibly would affect?" Let me see. What are those emojis?
It's like a
CD Lamb. It's a CD
Oh,
Lamb.
CD Lamb.
Come on, man. Yo,
Hey,
dude.
I'm sorry. My screen is not as big now. But yeah. I mean, I don't really see it changing much. I think the Cowboys already respect CD Lamb so much, so they're already like ready to give him everything and anything. They already let go of what's his name to the Browns, Amari Cooper. So they're dead set on keeping this guy for the long term. They probably want him to be a Cowboy forever. So they're going to pay him whatever he wants, honestly. And Jerry Jones will add a little cushion in there, with all that over the cap. Yeah.
He will. But this is how I took the question. I took the question a little bit different because McCurdy Wolf is our fantasy listener, and ADP is average draft position. So let's say if DK gets drafted to the Cowboys. This is how I'm taking the question. Okay, I could be totally wrong. How would that affect CD Lamb's draft position in fantasy football? I really like that question because I've been thinking about that all week, honestly. Okay, So if DK gets traded to the Cowboys, which is very possible, I like that system for him. I like I like Dak Prescott. I like the whole team, right? So you release Amari Cooper and you get DK. Huge difference. He's not going to have the same results as Amari Cooper. It's going to be a lot more. Yes, it's going to be taken away uh, from CD Lamb. I still feel like CD Lamb's could be that deep threat, while DK's could be more of a slot guy as long as you get the ball in his hands, and it's going to change up the whole offensive play style for the Cowboys. Honestly, I would draft DK Metcalf over CD Lamb in fantasy football. And that's a hot take. It's a little risky. I know it is. But once DK has the ball in his hands, you're getting the yards after catch, baby, that yak yards. CD Lamb's still going to be scoring some high points. I mean, they're going to be up there when your draft position. They're not going to be falling to the third round, neither of them. But it's going to be fun. They're going to be very beneficial if that does happen. Nestor says DK to the Packers. I don't know if anyone liked that.
We'll see. I don't really see it happening. I think the Packers are going to end up just staying where we are as far as wide receiver at this point.
I think so. I think they're good. I really have high hopes for Sammy Watkins over there. I think he's really going to excel with Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. He just knows how to communicate with his receivers. Hopefully, he does like him. McCurdy Wolf says, hopefully Jerry Jones doesn't get anyone any hotel rooms. Yikes. Oh, man. I wish. Hopefully, you saw our last video about Deshaun Watson. Texans, they might be having to answer some questions about, potentially providing known, areas for known things. But yeah, that would be crazy. I think Jerry Jones is a lot smarter man than the head guy over there in Houston, just because he's been doing this for so long. He knows how to cover up very well. Obviously, he had a daughter or someone who claimed that was her father, and then she just disappeared. What happened?
He dropped the suit, man.
Yeah, yeah. He knows how to work things over there in Dallas. But yeah, that's a lot of talk about DK. Last and final reason why he should be holding out is a very good reason. Is because he's getting off of surgery. He removed a screw off of his foot, so he needs more time to recover. But these absences are unexcused, so I doubt that's the reason. Seattle would have forgiven him, be like, hey, take the time you need to recover. But that's not it. Bottom line, he needs his money. Who's going to pay him? Is it Seattle? Is it going to get traded? Who knows? You guys have anything else?
I'll just add teams that are possibly able to sign him if we were to trade him for the contract that he wants. So everybody has decent cap room. I'm not gonna lie, and of course the videos that we've seen with the Pat McAfee show. I mean, anybody can sign anybody.
Anyone.
That's just
not real.
How this over the cap or under the cap stuff works. But some of the teams that I think are really in position to do it would be the Cowboys, just like you guys are saying. Maybe even the Steelers. I know that's not an area that we think, but they do have a lot of cap space, and they are in a rebuilding mode. So in a rebuilding mode. I mean, on the offensive side of the ball, because their defense is still stellar. But I think if they add one more piece to that receiving core, or even a tight end that can complement Freiermuth, I think that it'll just work for them, and it'll help their quarterback out that they just drafted Pickett very, very well. So those are just two teams that I think could possibly do it if we end up trading him, but still that is a slim position for me.
All right. Last question for the day, Mr. McCurley Wolf, unless someone else comments. Do you agree that Austin Eckler should be a top 5? In my opinion, not popular. I think that the touchdowns are what blew up his points. I think they regress. I really do. But what do y'all think? Are you talking about top 5 running back, top 5 draft pick in fantasy? If you're talking about top 5 draft pick, definitely not for me. I'm not very high on that either. Top 10, he maybe. Probably scraping by. For me, that's a stellar offense. It's going to be the ball's going to be spread around. It really is. He's going to get his points, but I'm still skeptical about Eckler. Top 5, definitely not. Top 5 running back, no.
Yeah,
there's better people out there.
Yeah, let other people make the mistake in drafting him. Okay, let other people do that. Okay, go get you someone a nice like little Nick Chubb instead of him, or in that area. I'm thinking in that area, general area, where you're even thinking about Austin Eckler, okay? Because
Mhm.
obviously, if you got the first round, if you got the first draft pick overall, if you want my early opinion, I'm getting Derrick Henry, baby. He's gonna come back and he's gonna be a force. And
Oh,
I know, I know, this is my not so pro opinion. And if I do get that first overall draft pick, I'm gonna get him. And I'm
I'll
either
take
gonna be go
I'll
ahead.
take Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh, of course, that's a hot take right now, which is not a bad take either. But we talked about this in another video, but we'll talk about this on our fantasy talk. Um,
The guy I would take, I want to add in right now.
we're
I
gonna
want to add in right now
okay.
because I think you guys are sleeping on a guy who didn't have a quarterback last year to throw to him. Uh, Alvin Kamara. I think Alvin Kamara is a top 2 pick this year. He is a pass catcher. He is a run. He is smart with the
He
holes
is
that he
smart.
takes when he
He is
runs.
smart.
So that's just my opinion. We'll end it right there. We'll talk about this later in July. But yeah, Alvin Kamara, don't sleep on him.
Oh, why'd you ask that? We could go on for a whole hour. Honestly, I'm so down to start talking about fantasy. But that starts in July. Okay, we're so close. Feel free to ask us fantasy questions though. Our next video, ask us fantasy questions. We'll answer it live here. But yeah, Austin Eckler definitely not a top 5 running back or a top 5 pick in my opinion. It looks like for Reed's and Vince's opinion as well. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here, Mr. McCurley Wolf. Oh man, it was awesome seeing you again, Teddy Belcher. Appreciate you seeing you again. Nice to see familiar faces. Nestor, as always, thank you. Remember, guys, we are doing a giveaway. Go sign up. Answer if you haven't done so already. My phone is blowing up. I have it right here in my lap because it just keeps on vibrating. But thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, you guys keep on grinding.